Hi everybody, I'm Tom LeBlanc. I'm the editor of Commercial Integrator. Today I'm lucky to be joined by Peter Taylor of Vivitek. Peter, how you doing?
I'm doing well, thanks, Tom. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. So
Great.
Peter is Vivitek's Director of Pro AV for the Americas. Do I have that title correct, Peter?
Actually, it's just changed, Tom. We've joined a few of our divisions together, including Delta Display, under the same sales organization. And I'm now the Director of Demand Generation as well as Product Support Services.
Okay, good. I'm
Yeah.
glad I asked.
Yeah.
All right. So today you're going to answer 3 questions for the Commercial Integrator audience. Is that okay with you?
That is fine. Thank you. Yeah.
All right, let's get started. So the first thing I want to ask you about is Novo Connect, your BYOD and collaboration solution that you introduced a little while back. Tell us what integrators need to know about that and understand about that, and also tell us about what you've added with the new iteration, the Novo Pro.
Okay, absolutely. Happy to discuss that one with you. The Novo Connect was actually introduced in spring of 2014. And because of our experiences within the K-12 marketplace with some of our interactive projectors and short throw projectors, we decided at that time to aim the Novo Connect at the K-12 marketplace, as there was a sudden demand there as this classroom started to go digital. So we thought that was a good opportunity. As we rolled it out to school districts, more and more requests came in for more features to assist the teachers, the students, the administrators. And what we decided to do was phase in feature sets with product releases. So it wasn't until about halfway through the development of Novo Connect that we actually switched it into a corporate environment as well. But when we built the releases, the version 1.1, built onto the 4:1 quad screen, very basic BYOD support. We added the QR code. Everyone wanted an easy log-on process. So we were the first to come out with a QR code recognition. We then went to dual network support because a lot of schools had a faculty network as well as a student network. So an Ethernet dongle was introduced, and then we, to connect to the Ethernet, which is usually the faculty network, and we had the wireless connectivity with the students. And as the developments went on through 1.3, a lot more things. We had teacher tools, attendance monitoring. We could actually lock out student tablets and phones so that the teacher got full attention of the student. She could easily, or he could easily terminate the sessions, direct to Novo Screen Note, which is another application we have for annotation and virtual whiteboard. We actually had virtual whiteboard built in, and so you could use a blank screen and do a virtual whiteboard using Novo Connect. We also added some YouTube optimization. This was very much aimed at the higher education, which uses a lot of YouTube. And we got frame rates up to 30 frames per second and 1080. So version 1.5, I think it was, added Chromebook support. And then the final release of features on that platform was the file sharing and remote management. So school administrators could actually, or a corporate administrator, IT department, could administer the all the Novos on the network. So that was where we got to, and we kind of ran out of capability platform-wise with Novo Connect. It was fully loaded. So we introduced the Novo Pro just in December. And what Novo Pro is it's a ARM A9 quad-core based processor based product that incorporated all of the features of Novo Connect. We also support Ultra HD 4K at 30 frames a second from the little micro SD slot. Trying to do 4K HD over wireless is not recommended. It will be some limitations, but you can do it from the, as I mentioned, into the micro SD slot. We also added what we call launchers. These launchers are buttons that you plug into your USB port on your computers, and you can just click the button and the display is showing. On that launcher as well as 4 additional buttons. Those buttons allow to easily place into one of the quads on the screen up to 4 computers for that collaborative event. So these buttons come in a pack of 4, as we say, we call them launchers, and they have a little tray that sits on the table so people can just pick them up, plug them in, and go. The other thing we added was actually full Android and iOS mirroring. Mirroring is via an application, and you can absolutely mirror your iPhone or your iPad or your Android devices to the screen. So those are the major features that we did incorporate into Novo Pro. There are a few others as well. For example, we can turn an iPad into an interactive tablet that connects directly with, say, your intelligent projector, a short throw or something like that, that allows you to make notes from your iPad directly to screen. But it really is a very economical, full BYOD interactive collaborative system.
Okay, Peter, that's awesome. So I was very interested in what you had to say, but your dog walked into the room, listened for a minute, appeared uninterested, and then left.
Yeah. He has a little sniff and then leaves.
Okay, so the Novo Pro is definitely something that you guys are going to be talking about at Integrated Systems Europe, which, as we talk, is actually not that far into the future. I always like to ask companies, these shows are so busy, they're so crowded. Dealers, pop in and out of booths. They try to, meet as many companies as they possibly can. What's kind of the one or two couple of things you really hope that dealers take away if they visit with Vivitek at ISE?
Okay, yeah. ISE, actually, we're going to use as a platform in Europe. We were a little bit ahead of Europe releasing Novo Pro, but we're also just released here in the States another version of Novo Pro. So we've come out with another product called Novo DS. So this will be the first real release of Novo DS, and that is digital signage. The Novo DS has got a kind of tagline that basically making it simple. So we found that when we do digital signage, or a lot of the digital signage applications and products and appliances in the marketplace are very complex to use. So the average person trying to put content together needs training. It's a little bit complex. So we really aimed it at simplicity and for an administrator to be able to monitor the devices on the network. So Novo DS is, as I say, the actual tagline is make it simple, deliver your message, capture your audience. So it's based on the same platform as Novo Pro, but a total different application. And so it ships with all the software required. And it's one of our entries as Vivitek, and this is a message we'll be conveying at ISE, is we're not just a projector manufacturer, but we're also a solution provider. And going hand in hand with innovation, we'll be releasing our first laser projector. So it will be the brightest in its class of laser projectors. It is fully featured, includes it has auto color, it has edge blending, warping. So yes, that's the message we're conveying.
Yeah, there's a lot to check out there. So finally, I want to ask you kind of a general question. The projector market these days is very competitive with the display and flat panel display market. And it's just an interesting time for projectors right now. What is Vivitek doing to kind of stand out and differentiate itself, for integrators and for the end users that they sell to?
That's a great question. Yes, the projection and we are now, as I say, we've amalgamated a few of our divisions, and LED display are very competitive in nature. So we can offer now projection, yes, and the projection starts with our little Kumi projector at 500 lumens, all the way up to now single chip at 12,000 lumens, as well as LED displays indoors and outdoors. Control room processors, control room cubes, the laser cubes are the first we showed last year at Infocom, as well as flat panel display matrices. So we offer a lot more products all at one-stop shop, but what we have to do is make it more compelling towards the integrator as well as the end users you mentioned. So we as Vivitek have what a lot of people do say this, but we have a standard with our Pro AV products. We have projectors. We have a 5-year warranty, parts and labor warranty. We also back that up with a 3-year advanced exchange program. exchanging units and you're doing various other things, going out of there to take a projector down, hang a new one, go back, get the new one, put it back up. It all costs money, which can add up to many, many points off of the original margin making. So we've really looked at that. In our 3-year advanced exchange, we even pay shipping to the customer site and the return of the product to our location. On top of that, the 1-year warranty and lamp warranty is very class leading as well. So we've really tried to help maintain the margins made by the integrator, and the channel program also separates us. We're about on on January 29th, we'll be releasing our new website. Our new website is actually a tool and quite different than the average website. It will allow you, for example, if you as an integrator log in and you want to do a presentation for a client, and you just nominate say presentation, the product or products that you want highlighted, it will automatically collate and make that presentation for you. If you want to do quotation, it will create all the necessary verbiage so that you can create that presentation to your customer. The glossary spent many hours compiling, and again, these are little tools that not only the end user can utilize, but also the integrator. So it's really trying to make everyone more, making everything more simplistic, making it more educational for both the end user and the integrator, and it's just an avenue of conveying messages as well. So look out for that new website on January 29th being launched at vivitecusa.com.
Good stuff, Peter Taylor from Vivitek. Thanks for answering 3 questions for the commercial integrator audience.
You're very welcome, Tom. Thank you.